In a forgotten alley wrapped in London's dreary mist, a crumbling library stood, its grand facade choked by ivy and shadow. Here, time seemed to pause as dust motes danced in the beams of dim moonlight that filtered through cracked windows. Within these ancient walls, the air held a palpable weight of nostalgia, echoing with memories of scholars who once roamed the aisles. Alara's ethereal presence infused the space, her whispers entwined with the rustling pages and the rhythm of rain tapping softly against the roof. As night deepened, the library felt more alive than ever. It was a sanctuary holding countless stories, yet burdened by secrets long kept silent. Outside, the storm raged, a tempest threatening to shatter the stillness. And it was amidst this chaos that Lila, a restless artist in search of solace, stumbled upon the library, her curiosity piqued by its eerie allure. Little did she know, her arrival would awaken a spirit bound to these forgotten tales, setting a profound journey in motion. Ilara's story unfolds against the vibrant backdrop of 1920s London, a time when the air crackled with possibility. She was a passionate scholar, fueled by a thirst for knowledge and a burning ambition to make her mark in the world of literature. In smoky salons filled with spirited debates, Ilara reveled in the company of like-minded souls who dared to dream, scribbling fervently in her notebooks as words flowed like wine. Yet, as a woman in a male-dominated academic world, her ambitions were often stifled by societal expectations. The weight of rejection, mingled with her unrelenting passion, created a tempest within her. Then came the stormy night that would shatter her dreams. As thunder rolled and rain lashed against her window, tragedy struck, leaving Ilara tethered to the very library where her aspirations had blossomed. Now, her story lay entangled in whispers and shadows, waiting for a voice to breathe life back into her narrative. The storm raged outside, unleashing torrents of rain that battered the cobbled streets of London. Lila hurried through the drenched alleys, her heart racing with both fear and anticipation. Desperately seeking refuge, she stumbled upon an archway adorned with ivy, revealing the entrance to the forgotten library. The heavy door creaked open, revealing a world frozen in time. Instantly, she was enveloped by the musty scent of old books and the dim glow of flickering lanterns. Shadows danced across the walls, whispering secrets of stories long abandoned. As Lila stepped inside, an inexplicable pull compelled her forward, each creak of the floor echoing against the silence. The library was a sanctuary of memories imbued with an eerie charm. She brushed her fingers across the spines of worn volumes, feeling an electric connection to the words trapped within. Little did she know, in the heart of that crumbling sanctuary, a spirit awoke, ready to intertwine their fates. As Lila wandered deeper into the dimly lit library, the air felt alive, thick with untold stories. Each footfall echoed softly, reverberating through the dusty aisles. Her fingers brushed against spines of forgotten tomes, awakening a sense of curiosity that had long lain dormant within her. Suddenly, her gaze fell upon an intricately bound volume, its cover worn but alluring, adorned with golden lettering that seemed to shimmer in the fading light. Drawn to it inexplicably, she pulled the tome free from its shelf, and the moment she began to read aloud, a gentle stir swept through the room. Dust motes danced in the air, illuminated by the flickering lanterns, and a chill enveloped her, sending shivers down her spine. It was then that a whisper, soft and ethereal, called her name, sending a rush of emotions swirling within. Lila felt a connection, anchoring her to the mysterious entity that lingered in the shadows. As Lila's voice filled the dimly lit library, the air thrummed with unspoken magic. Each word she read from the dusty tome seemed to awaken the slumbering spirit of Ilara, weaving an invisible thread between their two worlds, The faint flicker of lanterns danced in response, illuminating the shelves where shadows played hide-and-seek, casting an ethereal glow around Leela. She felt a rush of warmth, an undeniable connection, a shared longing for expression and understanding. With every poem, Leela became acutely aware of the lingering sorrow embedded within the verses. Ilara's unfinished thoughts echoed in her mind, scarred by forgotten dreams and a heart untouched by time. Just as Leela began to lose herself in the haunting beauty of love and loss, a sudden chill swept through the room. A whisper, soft yet insistent, floated past her ear, calling her name. In that moment, Leela knew they were bound together in a dance of past and present, yearning to reveal the stories they both held dear. Lila immersed herself in the forgotten treasures of Ilara's world, her fingers tracing the spines of dusty books that whispered stories of love and despair. As she unearthed old letters and sepia-toned photographs, a profound sense of empathy enveloped her. Each delicate document uncovered the vibrant dreams Ilara once harbored, poems filled with longing and aspiration, now entangled in the bittersweet shadows of the past. Lila found herself connecting the dots, recognizing the familiar struggles and fears that plagued both their lives. She felt compelled to honor Ilara's legacy, realizing that her own quest for artistic expression mirrored the ghost's pursuit of recognition. Lost in the echoes of a life once lived, Lila's heart ached at the thought of Ilara's unfulfilled potential. With renewed determination, she made a silent vow to help unveil the truth, knowing that their intertwined destinies were leading her deeper into the heart of a forgotten story yearning to be told. Leela felt herself drifting, her surroundings morphing into a vibrant tableau of 1920s London. The library faded away, replaced by a sun-drenched cafe filled with laughter and the clinking of teacups. She watched as Ilara moved with grace, her youthful spirit ignited by the fervor of discussion among fellow scholars. Poetry spilled from their lips like sweet wine, the air thick with creativity and hope. Leela's heart raced as she witnessed Ilara flirt with a charming writer, their eyes locked in shared dreams and unspoken words. Yet, as the scenes unfolded, shadows began to creep in, darkening the once bright atmosphere. Leela experienced Ilara's heartbreak, the chilling moment when letters went unanswered, the palpable fear of loss, looming as war swept across the nation. Overwhelmed with emotion, Leela realized the depth of Ilara's yearning. She could feel the weight of the past pulling at her, urging her to bridge the gap between their worlds and help bring solace to the restless spirit. As Leela delved deeper into the library's shadows, the atmosphere thickened with an irresistible tension. Strange occurrences began to escalate, books lurching from their shelves, the temperature dropping to an icy chill. Fear gripped her, a visceral reaction that made her heart race, yet an undeniable fascination blossomed alongside it. How could a mere library awaken such energy? Each flicker of movement felt like whispers of secrets, yearning to be unveiled. In the midst of this supernatural chaos, Lila glimpsed her own insecurities reflected in Ilara's haunting past. The specter's story of unfulfilled dreams resonated powerfully with her struggles to find her artistic voice. As cold drafts whispered through the aisles, Lila inhaled deeply, steeling her resolve. If she could confront her fear of the unknown, perhaps she could also unravel the ties that bound Ilara's spirit. Driven by empathy and determination, Lila stepped forward, ready to immerse herself in Ilara's world and set forth on their shared journey toward healing. As the clock struck midnight, the library seemed to awaken. Leela's heart raced as a gentle breeze swept through the shelves, carrying with it an ethereal whisper that beckoned her closer. In that moment, Ilara emerged, her figure shimmering like moonlight, a poignant sadness etched upon her translucent features. "I linger here, bound by regret," she breathed, her voice a melodic echo through the dusty air. Leela felt a kinship stir deep within her as she gazed into the sorrowful eyes of the ghost. "Help me tell my story," Ilara implored, the weight of their shared darkness shimmering between them. With a newfound resolve, Leela spoke softly. "I promise to help you find closure." The pact they forged hung in the air, a fragile thread intertwining their fates. In that dimly lit library, two souls, one seeking peace, the other grappling with her identity, embraced the transformative power of storytelling, setting them on a path toward healing. Lila sat at a small table in the library, surrounded by scattered pages and fragile photographs, the musty air heavy with whispers of the past. Determined to uncover the truth, she delved into Ilara's life, drawing connections between her unfinished poems and the heartache that tethered her spirit. As Lila pored over vintage news articles, a name leapt out: Arthur Bennett, a fellow scholar who mysteriously vanished during the chaos of World War I. Ilara's unfulfilled love hung thick in the air, a story waiting to be told. The pieces began to fall into place. Ilara's sorrow was rooted not just in her dreams, but in the loss of the one who inspired them. Fueled by newfound purpose, Lila understood that revealing this hidden chapter was the key to Ilara's liberation. She needed to honor this forgotten love, to illuminate the shadows that had bound Ilara to the hollow of this library for so long. As dawn seeped through the dusty windows of the library, Lila felt the weight of Ilara's story upon her. With each faded photograph and yellowed newspaper clipping, she pieced together the tapestry of a life once vibrant and full of promise. In her research, she uncovered records of an enigmatic young writer named Jonathan, whose words had once echoed alongside Ilara's in the literary circles of London. Rumors of his disappearance during World War I whispered of a love lost amidst chaos and heartache. Lila felt an electrifying connection to Jonathan's fate. He represented everything Ilara had mourned: lost dreams, lingering regrets, and an unfinished narrative. The library, with its musty air and secret corners, now pulsed with purpose. Lila, determined to bring their intertwined tales to light, set forth into the city, gathering testimonies from local historians. Each discovery deepened her resolve, intertwining her destiny with Ilara's evermore. Leela sat in the library's dim light, her heart a tumult of emotions, as the ghost of Ilara whispered through her thoughts. The echoes of their intertwined lives weighed heavily on her, both women grappling with fears that threatened to drown their aspirations. Leela's art, a canvas for her insecurities, mirrored the specter's heartache. She sketched feverishly, pouring her newfound understanding into each stroke, yet hesitation gnawed at her resolve. As she recalled Ilara's struggles, Leela recognized her own unease in showcasing her work. They were kindred spirits, bound by the shadows of unfulfilled dreams. In that moment of self-reflection, Leela resolved to confront her artistic demons, drawing strength from Ilara's story of resilience. With every heartbeat, she painted the past and present together, believing that by embracing their shared narratives, she could break the chains of doubt. Inspired, Leela picked up her brush again, determined to merge their voices into a powerful testament of hope. Lila stood in the heart of the library, surrounded by the scents of ancient paper and the pulsing energy of Ilara's memories. With each brushstroke and whispered verse, she wove together the threads of their stories, creating an installation that felt alive. Texts laden with Ilara's poetry danced alongside swirling murals, capturing the essence of longing and loss they both knew too well. The pieces mirrored one another, bridging the gap between past and present, each detail a testament to the bond they had forged. As the night of the exhibition approached, anticipation thrummed in the air. It was more than just an art show. It was a celebration of their intertwined journeys. Lila could almost hear Elara's gentle encouragement with every stroke of her brush, the spirit urging her to embrace the beauty of their shared narrative. Together, they would honor a legacy that transcended time, whispering the stories that had long been left in the shadows.